Our next topic is the evidences of the evolution. We have seen the theory of evolutions, okay, the modern theory of the evolution. So there are some evidences of the evolutions which we found into the natures. So these are the 5 total evidences of evolution which are included in our syllabus. So that is morphological and anatomical evidences. These morphological and anatomical evidences means which deals with the structural, okay, structural organization of the organisms. Morphology means the external and anatomical means the internal body structures. Then the embryological evidences means study of the embryos, study of the different embryos of the different organisms, okay, that is the embryological. Then third one is the paleontological. Paleontology means study of the fossils, okay. So the dead remain part of the organisms which are studied in the paleontological evidences. Then biogeographical means how the organisms are distributed into this nature, into this environment, okay, because you know that different species are present into different places, okay. So that is the geographical distribution. Bio means living things distribution. So that is biogeographical distribution or evidence. And last one is the physiological and biochemical. Physiological means the functioning of the organism. There are different functionings into the different organisms, and biomolecules, because all the organisms are made up of the biomolecules, okay, carbohydrates, protein, lipids. So biochemical. So what is the relation in between the different organisms in the respective of the physiology means the functioning of the organisms, and with respect of the biochemicals, okay, because the cell is made up of the chemicals, carbohydrates, lipids, different types of the ions, okay, you know that the composition of the cell. So all these evidences we will see one by one, okay, in detail. So our first evidence is the morphological and anatomical evidences, and in morphology and anatomical evidences there are subtypes. Morphology means the study of the external structure of the organisms. Anatomy means study of the internal organs of the organisms. So first one is in morphological and anatomical evidences. First is the homologous organs, okay. Now what are the homologous organs? Homologous organ means the organs which are structurally similar but functionally are different, or functionally these are dissimilar, okay. Structurally, and you can say structurally as well as in origin, okay, means these organs are structurally and the origin is same but the functions are different. Such organs are called as a homologous organs, okay. Homo means the same, okay, logos means the study of the same organs, means that is the homologous organs. These are structurally similar, the appearance is similar but the function is different. We will take the examples, then we can understood the concept easily. First one is hand of human and foreleg of the horse, okay. So hands of the human, okay, you know very well the functions of hand of human. Now see, structurally and origin are similar but functions are different. Now how hands of human and foreleg of horse are structurally similar and originally or origin is same? Hands of human, okay, are made up of the different types of the bones, okay. These bones are basically the bones in the arm is the humerus bone. In the forearm there are 2 bones, that is radius on the thumb side and ulna on the little fingers. So on this side, on the thumb side there is a radius bone, and on the little finger side there is a ulna bone in the forearm. So and then into these fingers which are called as a phalanges, okay. So there are again bones and the phalanges, these bones are basically called as a phalanges, okay. So same like this structure is also present into the forelimb of the horse. So horse also have same one humerus like bone, then joint, okay, here is a joint, that is elbow joint, then the 2 bones, okay, like of radius and ulna, okay, which is present in the hand of the human. And then again here is a wrist joint. So same in horse there is a joint, okay. And then small bones in the finger, there are a small bones, short bones, okay. Same short bones are present into the foreleg of the horse. So that is why these are structurally similar. And the origin, okay, origin of the human hand is the pectoral girdle. This is called as a pectoral girdle, okay. And in horse there is also pectoral girdle, okay. So the origin is the same, that is pectoral girdle. But now the function is different, because the function of human hand is, the purpose of human hand is to grab, okay, or to hold the any things, okay, or for eating purposes, okay. These are the different functions of the human hand. You know very well the functions of the human hand. But now the function of foreleg of the horse, the function of foreleg of the horse is for the running purpose, okay, not for to hold the anything, for the grabbing purpose, okay. So the functions of the human hands of human and foreleg of horse are different, but they are structurally similar. That is why this is the example of homologous organ. Then next example, hand of human and flipper of the whale, okay. Again same, you know the structure of the human hand, okay, single bone, joint, two bone, again joint and short bones. Same this arrangement is present into the flipper of the whale. With the flipper, whale swim into the sea, okay. So the function of flipper is for the swimming purpose, okay, purpose is swimming, the function is swimming, but the function of human hand is to grab, to hold, okay. So that is why these are functionally different. So again this is the example of homologous organ, because homologous organ means these are structurally similar but the function is different, functions are different. Then another one example from the plants, thorns, okay, thorns of bougainvillea. Bougainvillea is a plant, okay, and on this bougainvillea plant, suppose this is the branch, there is a thorn, that is pointed structure which is called as a thorn, okay. You know meaning of the thorn, okay. So thorns of the bougainvillea and tendrils of passiflora plant, that is passion flower. This is present in our homes also, that is passion flower, okay, passiflora flower. It is a money plant like plant, okay. So now what are the tendrils, okay. Tendrils means these are the coiled structure, okay, coiled structure. Now thorns are stiff, okay, hard, and these are flexible. Now the tendrils are also origin from the internodes, okay, and these thorn also origin from the internode. So the origin is same, okay. I have told that the origin is same. So origin is same but the functions are different. Now function of thorn is to protect the plant, okay, from the grazing animals, okay, and the function of tendril is to help that plant to climb over the another plant. For the climbing purpose the tendrils are used, okay, which attaches the plant itself on the another plant. That is the functions of the tendrils, okay. But the function of thorn is to protect itself from the grazing plants, grazing animals, means cow, buffalo, bull like animals. So the functions are different but their origin is the same. So that is why this is the example of the homologous organ. So this is the evidences of evolution. Now how these are evidences of evolution? It means that their origin is same but the function is different. It is believed that it may be evolved in later stage. That is why their origin is same, the structure is same but the function is different. Like the hand of human and foreleg of horse, okay, their structure is same but the function is different. So it is believed that the function is the difference in between the function is due to the evolution, okay, into the latter stage. So that is why this is the evidence. Next evidence is the analogous organs. Okay, we have seen the homologous organ. Next one is the analogous organs. Analogous organ means they have different structure and origin but performs the same function, means exactly opposite to the homologous organ. Simple, analogous organ means which they have different structure and origin but performs the same functions. Okay. Now the examples, we will see the examples, then you can easily understand the concept of analogous organs. First one is wings of birds and insects. Okay. Now wings of birds and wings of the insects, you know the function of wings of birds and functions of wings of insects is the same, that is the flying purpose. Okay. These are used for the flying, but the structurally these are different, means wings of birds are made up of the bones, okay, and wings of insects are made up of the chitinous substance, okay, which are made up from the chitinous exoskeleton. There are no bones into the insect wings of the insects. So that is why these are structurally different, but the function is same, that is the flying. Okay. So that's why this is the example of the analogous organ. Now another one example from the plant, that is phylloclade of Opuntia plant. Okay. Phylloclade, what is actually phylloclade? Phylloclade is actually a modified stem. Okay. Modified stem which performs the function of photosynthesis. Function of phylloclade is photosynthesis. Okay. We will see these phylloclades, modification of phylloclade into the morphology in detail. Okay. So Opuntia plant, okay, which have a phylloclade like structure. Phylloclade like structure means these are like this. These are the phylloclades. These are actually the stem, but function is the photosynthesis. Okay. But the function of photosynthesis performed by the leaves. Okay. So these are actually the stem, okay, which is modified into leaf-like structure and which functions as a photosynthetic organ into the Opuntia. Okay, to get the maximum energy. And the normal leaves are the leaf of the plants. Okay. Now the function of leaf is photosynthesis and function of phylloclade is photosynthesis, but the phylloclade is the stem and leaves means the leaf. So these are structurally different and their origin is also different, because the structure of the stem is different and structure of the leaf is different. Their anatomy is different, but they perform the same functions. That is why phylloclade of Opuntia plant and the leaves of the hair plants are the analogous organs, because these structurally are they different, their function is same. That is why these are called as an analogous organ. Simple. Now next, third, okay, in the morphological and anatomical evidences is the vestigial organs. Now what are the vestigial organs? These are the non-functional organs, means no longer in use, means there is no use of that organ to that particular organism or that particular species. That is why this is called vestigial. These are the vest organs. These are functional in the ancestors, but now in present conditions in that particular group of the organisms, that organ is a non-functional, but in their ancestor that is a functional, that is the vestigial organs. We will see the examples, okay, then you will see, you will understand easily. In human, okay, we will see the examples of the vestigial organs into the humans. So in man, first one is the nictitating membrane. Okay. Now nictitating membrane is like this. Okay. This is the inner side. This is the inner side. Okay. This is our inner side of the ear. So on the inner side of the ear, there is a fleshy, there is a structure. Okay. That structure is called as a nictitating membrane. So this nictitating membrane is a reduced in the humans. It is non-functional, but it is a functional in the aquatic animals today also. Okay. So in fishes, if you have observed the eye of the fish, okay, the eye of the fish can be closed like this. Okay. It closes with the membrane and open like this. So that is the nictitating membrane. That nictitating membrane which is present on the inner side of the eye, okay, is non-functional. That is the vestigial organ into the human. Then next one, an important organ, okay, you know that is the appendix. Appendix is the vestigial organ in the human being. Now the appendix is present on the right side, okay. This is the stomach, okay. Then stomach ends and start the small intestine. So this is the portion of small intestine. At a point, small intestine ends and large intestine starts, okay. That junction is called as the ileocecum junction, because the last part of the small intestine is called as the ileum, okay. So that is called as ileocecum junction, because there is a dilated pouch like structure which is called as a cecum. So that is why ileocecum junction, and at the ileocecal junction there is a structure, finger like projection, that is called as a appendix, and that appendix is a vestigial, okay. It is believed that in present condition in human the appendix is a vestigial, okay. But in ancestors, okay, like our monkeys are our ancestors, so it is a functional, okay. Means the function of the cecum is the digestion of the cellulose, okay. But as our habitat of the food is changes, okay, day to day, or is changed from our ancestors, okay, because in present day we does not eat the raw material, so that is why there is no cellulose into the cooked foods, okay. But initially we eat the raw material, and in raw food there is a large amount of the cellulose, okay, and for the digestion of that cellulose the cecum is required and appendix is required, okay. But due to the evolution, that appendix becomes a non-functional because our food habitat is changed. We start for the cooking of the food, so there is no cellulose, so there is no requirement of that organ, means that is a disuse of the organ, okay. That's why that organ will become non-functional. So that is the vestigial organ, appendix. Then another example is the wisdom teeth or the third molar teeth. This is the last teeth, okay, which erupt during the 18 to 20 years or sometimes up to the 21 years, okay. So this third molar teeth is actually a non-functional, okay. There is no use of that third molar teeth, okay, because now there are so many individuals, they does not erupt or they does not have a third molar teeth. So as such there is no requirement of that third molar teeth. By using the first molar and second molar teeth we can churn the food easily. So that is why day by day the use of third molar teeth is or this third molar teeth is a non-functional, okay. Next one is auricular muscles. These auricular muscles are present in our ear pinna, okay, but these auricular muscles are non-functional, these are vestigial, okay. How? We cannot turn our ear pinna, okay, like of that, or in dog, okay, or in cat. Dog or cat able to move their ear pinna, okay, according to the sound waves, but we cannot able to move our ear pinna. That is why these muscles which are present in our pinna are the vestigials, okay. Now these are the 4 examples from the human beings. We can see also the example of other animals. Example is the ostrich. In ostrich wings are the vestigial, okay. In present condition wings of the ostrich are vestigial, okay, because ostrich cannot fly. These are flightless birds. Why these are wings are vestigial? Because there is no use of that wings, okay. That is why day by day due to the evolutionary changes the wings are become vestigial, they cannot fly, okay. Now this is our homologous organ, okay. In morphological and anatomical, homologous organ, analogous organ, vestigial organ, and now fourth one is the D into the morphological and anatomical is the atavism or the reversion, okay. Now what is the atavism or the reversion? If some ancestral characters are present in organism, that phenomenon is called as the atavism or the reversion. Means if the some characters of the ancestor reappears into that organism, that phenomenon is called as atavism or the reversion. So we will see the examples. Tail in newborn. Okay, this is the rarest case. Okay, you can also find on the internet. Okay, there are some babies which are born with the tail. So that is the reappearance of the ancestral character, that is from the monkey. Then functional auricular muscles. In the monkey, the auricular muscles are also functional. Okay, they can move their ear pinna according to the sound. Okay, but we cannot move. So in some babies, there is observed that this is a functional auricular muscles are present, means they have ability to move their ears. So that is the reappearance, okay, of the character. Then another one is lion baby. Lion baby means the baby is born with a fur on the body, means thick hairs on the body. But as the evolutionary changes, human lost the body hairs. But there is a rarest cases in which the babies are called as a lion baby, because on their body there are thick hairs, okay, which their body is covered with a thick hairs. So that is why these are called as a lion baby. These are the rarest cases. Okay, but there is a reappearance of character, that is phenomenon is called as atavism or reversion. So it indicates the connection in between the ancestors and the present days organisms. Now next one is the connecting link. This is a simple phenomenon, connecting link. Simply the organism which show characteristics of two different groups, that organism is called as a connecting link. Okay, suppose there are two organisms A and B, okay, and there is another one organism, that is the C. If the C shows the characters of the A and characters of the B, so it is a connecting link of A and B, because it shows the characters of two different groups. Means this is a different group, A is a different group and B is a different group, and but C organism shows the characteristics of the both the groups, that is A and B. That organism is called as a simply connecting link, because it connects the two different groups through the characters. So we will see the example, then you can easily understand. Protopteris. This Protopteris is considered as a connecting link between the bony fishes and the amphibian. Okay, means fishes and amphibians. So now the character of bony fishes is shown is the gills. Okay, bony fishes have the gills for the respiration. So Protopteris also shows the gills for the respiration. And the amphibian character is internal nares. Internal nares are present into the amphibians. Okay, this is our external nares, but in amphibian there is a internal nares. Then lungs is the characteristics of the amphibian. Okay, then three-chambered heart. Amphibians have three-chambered heart. Okay, two arteria and one ventricle, and bony fishes or the fishes have two-chambered heart. Okay, so two-chambered heart and amphibians have three-chambered heart. So the Protopteris shows the three-chambered heart. So it shares the characteristics of the both the organism. It shows the characteristics of the both the organisms, that is the bony fishes and amphibians. That is why it is a connecting link between the bony fish and amphibian, that is Protopteris. Then another example, duck-billed platypus. Duck-billed platypus is considered as a connecting link between the reptiles and mammals. Okay, now the characters of mammals which are shown by duck-billed platypus are hair. Okay, in mammal there are hairs on the body surface. Then mammary gland is the important characteristics. Okay, that is why these are called as mammals. So mammary gland and hair, these are the characteristics of mammals which are shown by duck-billed platypus. Okay, then reptiles. So reptilian characters which are shown by duck-billed platypus is the oviparacity. Reptile shows the oviparacity, means they lays the eggs. Okay, not viviparous, means directly they does not give birth to the directly young ones. They lays the eggs, and then eggs hatches, and then organism comes out through the egg. And another one is the cloaca. Cloaca is the characteristics of the reptiles. Cloaca is simply the region Okay, in that region there is a common openings of the genital tract, okay, then the urinary tract and the excretory system. So all the tracts or all the openings are comes at a one point, that point is called as a cloaca into the reptile. So this cloaca in oviparous is also seen into the duck-billed platypus. Hair and mammary glands are also seen into the duck-billed platypus. That is why duck-billed platypus is considered as a connecting link between the reptiles and mammals. Okay? So here we completed the morphological and anatomical evidences. Here we completed the morphological and anatomical evidences. That is the first evidence. Okay? In morphological and anatomical evidences, there are different evidences: homologous organ, analogous organ, vestigial organ, atavism or reversion, and fifth one is the connecting link. In the next lecture, we will see the embryological evidences, paleontological evidences, biogeographical evidences, and physiological and biochemical evidences. Thank you.